Hi, welcome to the University of Calgary. I'm Kelly Johnson. I'm the chaplain here at the University of Calgary, and we're seeking to connect with those 40 to 50,000 people that are coming here every week. These are people who are looking to make their mark in the world. I want you to join me as I just talk with students and some people that are working here as we want to introduce you to the needs that we have in this place.
I think that probably the biggest challenge students are facing is stress and not really knowing how to deal with that.
One of the hardest things is if you're coming out of high school, it's like 10 times the amount of work.
The amount of sleep you get. Trying to juggle school time and job and all that.
There's a lot of pressure on students, and especially young students who come to Calgary from out of town and who, this is their first time being away from family.
The issue that we're dealing with is affordable housing. Trying to get something that we can actually afford, and by not working so much that we destroy our studies.
There's a lot less contact with professors and stuff, so you don't get as much help. You kind of have to work things out for yourself more.
Most students will agree that I think a financial aspect is probably one of the biggest struggles, just trying to pay for tuition, housing and whatnot. So I think that's probably one of the pressing issues.
Yeah. Well, I think life as a student can be pretty challenging, especially if you don't have a faith to rely on a greater power.
People who don't necessarily have like a moral structure, don't know who to turn to, they just end up not knowing and not having any support.
At the University of Calgary, there is incredible enthusiasm and optimism about what the future holds. But as faith communities, I think we need to be recognizing the powerful opportunities that we have to present people and to introduce people to the light and the love of Christ.
What we find these days is students walk through the door really looking for community. That's one of the key pieces for our students. They want to feel part of a smaller group on a very large campus, get to know people, and feel like this is actually their home and a place where they can care about other people and people care about them.
Some students need someone to hear them out with their troubles and a little guidance, like an encouragement in the right way, like maybe talk to God, let's pray together, things like that. And for someone who's never prayed before, they don't know how to do it, and it can be really cool to start that up.
Typically in a first year, students go through a lot of different issues and challenges, and we see them really encountering high levels of stress and anxiety, and also suffering surprisingly high rates of depression.
Well, there's so many things I think that we do that really help, and it can be little things like worship at the U, which is just an hour of singing worship songs and just praising together and praying together. And that just in the middle of a crazy busy day can really uplift students. And then there's bigger things like the Project Amigo Mexico trip, where we just take a bunch of students to Mexico and build a house. And that just really impacts a lot of people because they just see what we have here and how different it is from what a lot of people have in Mexico. It just really gives them perspective.
So as the Associate Director of the Chaplain Center, Kelly Johnson has played a significant role not only in helping to define and shape the Wellness Center as a core unit on campus, but also has done incredible work helping to support members of the community in their greatest time of need.
I do get to work with an amazing number of students who have a passion for the world and want to be part of making a difference. And that's incredibly hopeful for me. But there are probably the vast majority of students who are just going about life, trying to keep it all together, trying to make connections either in the bars or in food court or in their classes, and working a couple jobs, trying to find housing. And eventually, even as our motto calls us to lift up our eyes, they're trying to figure out really what is the big picture, and they're starting to ask some of the spiritual questions, and we want to be there for them. So I'm reminded of the parable of the sower and the seed when I'm here at the University of Calgary, because there is incredible fruit that is coming out of some of the work that we are doing with students who are going to go on to make a difference in this world that I don't think we can even fully grasp. But there's also the opportunity to be aware of, I guess, the soil that is here. It's a different cultural environment, and we need to be very aware of that so that the fruit doesn't just spring up quickly but then wither on the vine. So we need your prayers and we need your help to make a real difference here.
You know, as a pastor, I can't be on campus, and a lot of the people in our church can't be on campus. But I think it's crucial that we invest in campus ministries because we do have someone on campus. Kelly Johnson is here all the time, and his ministry is vital.
Many of you have partnered with us faithfully over the last number of years, and we are incredibly grateful for that. For some of you, though, you're just realizing that there are incredible opportunities, and there's a real challenge for us to continue to intentionally and strategically connect with our campuses. And I pray that you would take advantage of some of those opportunities, whether it's coming on campus with us, praying with us in the mornings here, walking around, or connecting with some of our students, inviting them into your home or into your church. Also, just supporting us financially as we go forward.
You know, if I had the choice of 1 square kilometer of the city to invest in, and that's all I was given, I would invest in the university because of the impact that's happening with the 35-some thousand students that come to the university and the impact that happens after. And if we could reach our students, if we could reach young adults in this stage, in this age, I mean, it's vital.